In an alternate timeline of automotive history, the Toyota Corolla was born not in 1966 but in 1953, emerging as one of the most ambitious projects ever undertaken by Toyota Motor Company during Japan's post-war recovery. Known internally as the Corolla Type C53, the vehicle was conceived as a compact, affordable, and reliable family automobile intended to help mobilize a rapidly rebuilding nation. While the real-world Corolla would eventually become one of the best-selling cars in history, this fictional 1953 version represented an extraordinary leap forward, arriving more than a decade ahead of schedule and reshaping the global automotive industry in profound ways. The story began in the early 1950s when Toyota engineers faced a challenging question: how could the company create a vehicle affordable enough for ordinary families while maintaining the durability required for Japan's developing road network? The answer came from a small team of designers and engineers who believed that the future of transportation belonged not to large luxury sedans but to compact vehicles capable of carrying an entire family efficiently. At Toyota's Corolla plant, engineers gathered around drafting tables covered with sketches and calculations. They envisioned a car smaller than contemporary sedans yet more comfortable than motorcycles and microcars. Their goal was to create a vehicle that combined economy, practicality, and reliability in a package accessible to teachers, shopkeepers, farmers, and office workers. The project was given the codename Corolla, derived from the Latin word meaning small crown. Toyota executives appreciated the symbolism. The name suggested that the vehicle would serve as a modest but important member of Toyota's passenger car lineup, carrying the prestige associated with larger models while remaining affordable for average citizens. The first prototypes appeared in late 1952. They featured rounded fenders, a compact body, and a distinctive front grille inspired by contemporary European designs. Unlike many small cars of the era, the Corolla offered seating for 5 passengers and a surprisingly spacious interior. Engineers achieved this by maximizing cabin space and minimizing unnecessary body overhangs. Power came from a newly developed 900cc 4-cylinder engine producing approximately 32 horsepower. Although modest by modern standards, this output was considered impressive for a compact vehicle in 1953. The engine was designed with simplicity and reliability in mind. Mechanics could service it easily, and owners appreciated its fuel efficiency during a period when economic recovery remained fragile. Road tests conducted throughout Japan revealed remarkable performance. The Corolla could cruise comfortably at highway speeds while consuming significantly less fuel than larger sedans. Drivers praised its predictable handling, light steering, and smooth ride. Engineers continuously refined suspension components, ensuring the vehicle could withstand rough roads without sacrificing comfort. When Toyota officially unveiled the Corolla in spring 1953, public reaction exceeded expectations. Crowds gathered at dealerships to see the revolutionary compact car. Newspapers described it as a symbol of Japan's industrial revival, while automotive journalists highlighted its practical design and exceptional value. The exterior design balanced elegance and functionality. Smooth curves reduced wind resistance, while chrome accents provided a touch of sophistication. Large windows enhanced visibility and created an airy cabin atmosphere. The modest dimensions made parking and maneuvering easier in crowded urban environments. Inside, the Corolla featured durable cloth upholstery, a simple dashboard, and intuitive controls. Although luxurious features were limited, attention to detail impressed customers. Storage compartments, comfortable seating, and thoughtful ergonomics demonstrated Toyota's commitment to user-friendly design. Production initially remained modest due to manufacturing constraints. However, demand quickly outpaced supply. Toyota expanded factory operations and invested heavily in modern production techniques. Workers took pride in building a vehicle many believed represented the future of Japanese transportation. By the end of 1953, thousands of Corollas were traveling on roads across the country. Families appreciated the freedom the vehicle provided. Weekend excursions became more common, and small businesses benefited from affordable transportation. The Corolla gradually became a familiar sight in cities, towns, and rural communities alike. Government officials recognized the car's potential economic impact. Increased mobility supported commerce, tourism, and employment opportunities. The Corolla indirectly contributed to broader national development by making transportation more accessible to ordinary citizens. International observers also took notice. Automotive experts from Europe and North America expressed surprise that a Japanese manufacturer had produced such a capable compact car. Some analysts predicted that Toyota could eventually become a major global competitor if it continued developing vehicles of similar quality. Encouraged by early success, Toyota engineers immediately began planning improvements. They explored enhanced engines, stronger transmissions, and upgraded suspension systems. Research teams studied foreign automotive trends while remaining committed to reliability and affordability. The Corolla's influence extended beyond transportation. It became a cultural symbol representing optimism and progress. Advertisements depicted young families enjoying scenic drives and entrepreneurs expanding their businesses. The car embodied aspirations for a brighter future during a transformative period in Japanese history. Owners often shared stories of remarkable durability. Vehicles accumulated thousands of kilometers with minimal maintenance. Farmers used Corollas to transport supplies, teachers relied on them for daily commutes, and families embarked on journeys previously impossible without personal transportation. In this alternate history, the success of the 1953 Corolla accelerated Toyota's global ambitions by more than a decade. Company leaders recognized that affordable, dependable vehicles possessed universal appeal. Export plans emerged sooner than expected, targeting neighboring Asian markets before expanding farther abroad. Engineers working on future generations viewed the original Corolla as more than a product. It represented a philosophy emphasizing continuous improvement, customer satisfaction, and practical innovation. These principles would guide development efforts for decades to come. The first-generation Corolla established benchmarks rarely achieved by debut vehicles. It delivered reliability, efficiency, affordability, and comfort at a time when consumers desperately needed dependable transportation. Its achievements laid the foundation for an automotive dynasty that would eventually influence manufacturers worldwide. As production continued through the mid-1950s, Toyota introduced incremental refinements based on customer feedback. Improved insulation reduced cabin noise. Enhanced braking systems increased safety. Minor styling updates kept the vehicle visually appealing while preserving its recognizable identity. By 1955, the Corolla had become one of Japan's most respected automobiles. Owners formed clubs dedicated to sharing maintenance advice and organizing group excursions. Enthusiasts celebrated the car's practicality and dependability, while collectors began preserving early examples for historical significance. Looking back from the perspective of this alternate timeline, historians regard the 1953 Corolla as one of the most influential vehicles ever created. Its introduction transformed perceptions of Japanese manufacturing, accelerated economic mobility, and demonstrated the potential of compact automobiles long before such concepts gained worldwide popularity. The legacy of the original Corolla extended far beyond sales figures. It inspired engineers, empowered families, and helped shape the trajectory of an emerging automotive powerhouse. Through determination, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to quality, Toyota's fictional 1953 Corolla became a symbol of